Okay. I'm gonna quickly send the link to all the servers. So this is why it's important to turn notifications on. I'm going to send the link to everyone right now. Okay, so let me get the link right now. Where is it? Yeah, overall great Friday. Market looking very, very nice. Where's my link? Okay. Okay, I'm sending the link right now. And then let's start the live stream once everyone gets here. So send this right now. Desktop. Join me live. Okay. Amazon is a killer right now, and again, as you guys know, we're in Amazon on the small account. Purge. Okay, so I just sent the link to everyone, so everyone should be here now, so we could start talking about the market right over here. So Snap had a very nice breakout right over here. We're still sitting around break even on our Snap calls, but what I'm looking at is a break above 77.40. Now 5-minute looks very, very nice, but if you pull up to the daily, okay, the daily looks very, very nice. So let's remove these lines right over here. As you can see, we're forming this very nice bullish hammer stick. Okay, now it's still too early to call because again, market is not closed yet. But if we close, above this candlestick right over here, above 77.10, that is very, very bullish, and it's just gonna look very, very nice right over here. So overall, I'm watching that, and again, this is our stop loss for Snapchat. Too late to get into Snapchat? No. So we're sitting around break even on Snapchat right now, and no, it is not too late. And again, we still have this stop loss right over here. What about SPY? So we talked about SPY yesterday in our last stream, and we were talking about this gap fill 447. I'm not playing it right now because again, look, we gapped up 2 times right over here. So I'm looking at the 5-minute right now, and it's forming some sort of a pattern right now. So I'm just watching it right now. Probably lunchtime, we might get some pattern, possibly a ascending triangle, but I was looking at Qualcomm has been also a killer. Again, we sniped the bottom on Qualcomm right over here, right when it hit. This is when we got in, and so far Qualcomm has been killing it. My price target was 130, and we're sitting around that area right now. I'm waiting for that 100%. And again, our spreads for that small account play is doing very, very nicely. Hot. Yeah, hot. Yeah, hot also. So hot is more of like, not like a leap, but more of like a monthly swing. I think we got a great buy right over here, but potentially we can hit $13. That is my price target. That should be like 50% on our calls, and that should be around a 20% on our shares. So let me check right now. My shares are up 7% when I alerted shares. So I had 100 shares, so around 1,000 in that play. It was actually a pretty small play. And then my calls are up 17%. January 2020 calls. And again, with Bitcoin, you know, 60K, that is a massive breakout right over here for Bitcoin. And as you guys can see, whenever we do break all-time highs, we pump very nicely. Yeah, thank you. And again, we had the snap calls, and I found that play again off of unusual whales, which is very interesting. So I'm looking for again a close above 77.10. Okay, again, that would be a very bullish indication. We kind of have this ascending triangle right over here, and then again we have the earnings run up right over here. So let's look at the flow. Very nice, and I'm still keeping it. So again, both TSM and Qualcomm killer plays. Again, I did not swing TSM because we had earnings, and I just didn't want to gamble on earnings. So both TSM and Qualcomm, congratulations. And again, those were buying off at the support. I was looking at Disney for a potential play. It's been flat right over here. Home Depot, again, this we were talking about this yesterday. Very nice breakout right over here. We talked about this yesterday on the live stream. So I do go over some plays in my stream. So if you guys do want to, you know, chart out something, or if you guys do have questions, let me know, because again, we did get some nice plays going in on the live stream. Studio. Yeah, and then lows right over here again. Remember this breakout we were talking about yesterday, which looks very nice. Let's look at Target. And then we were also talking about Target right over here. And then Amazon is again very bullish right over here, and we're approaching this downtrend breakout. I'm looking to make a video or a series on spreads over the weekend. We also have this very nice gap. So over the weekend, I'm looking to make a series on spreads. What are spreads and how to play spreads? Because again, I just feel like most people do not know what spreads are when I alert them. So is Qualcomm still a buy? Yeah, I can share some swing ideas. Qualcomm, I think it's too late. We're already up 100% on. Oh wait, let's look at Snap. So Qualcomm is late. Snapchat is our next play, but again, Snapchat is not as confident as our TSM and Qualcomm play, and I'll be telling you guys why. Because again, we're buying off of this major resistance. It's very hard and tough to break a resistance like this instead of just buying in at the support. So as you can see, if we just bought off the support for Snap, it would have been way easier, like we did with TSM, like we did with Qualcomm. So again, this is why in the video I did say this is it's not, I am confident on it, but I'm not as much confident as I was on Qualcomm and TSM. And again, when I made the Qualcomm and TSM play, I did say I was a little bit more confident on Qualcomm and TSM, especially since we did have a tight stop loss, and we did have like 2 to 3 weeks on our contracts for Qualcomm. So let's delete this. So let's look at the 5-minute force buy. As long as if we close above resistance for Snapchat, then I'm looking comfortably to swing. Okay, Snapchat, very nice breakout over here. Okay, so let's see how much we're up on Snapchat. We're up around 2%. We're still sitting at break even right over here, because we did buy in like right over here, I guess. Okay, so Snapchat breaking in this resistance. I did post a chart saying if we do break this resistance, we pop, because again, this is a major resistance. Let's look at the hourly. So as you guys can see, the hourly looks very nice. If we break above this resistance, that would be very nice, especially on live stream. Our snap calls are up 5% now. I consider taking profits at plus 10%. When it does hit plus 10%, I'm looking to set my stop loss at break even. Okay, it's pumping right over here. We're breaking out right over here. So plus 10%, whenever I usually do hit plus 10% on my contracts, I look to, oh wow, it's pumping very, very nicely right over here. Oh wow, that's a huge candlestick. Very, very nice. Oh wow, look at this volume. Okay, we have some very nice. Okay, we're up 8% on our contracts. Looking for that 10%, then I'll screenshot and share it on Discord to set the stop loss at break even. And again, very, very nice volume right over here. Okay, we're up 11%. We're up 13%. I'm just screenshotting it right now. And I am looking to set my stop loss right at break even right over here because, you know, again, if we do break this trend, essentially it is a bear flag. So 15% on our contracts right over here. Very, very nice. That's a huge green candle. The thing was, I was actually taking a nap and I just kind of woke up. I wasn't feeling like it, so I'm just gonna send a screenshot right now. Very nice. Especially since, you know, we're streaming right now, it's pretty nice to see a breakout on stream. I was going to stream at open, but I was feeling very, very tired, so because I usually do not wake up early. My normal schedule is like waking up at like 12. Especially, yeah, okay. 18% on Snap, 20%, okay, boom. Oh wait, okay, we're 20%. Okay, this is when I would consider taking profits. Do you see that green line? That is our price target right over here. So I'm actually on my iPad right now because I'm looking at my profits, but I'm taking out, so I had 2 contracts. I'm selling out one of my contracts right now on stream, okay? So there might be a delay when so if you guys can hear, it's filling right now. It's trying to get filled. Okay, so out. So I sold off one of my contracts. I'm alerting it right now. So as you guys can see, this week, okay, this week, again, I alerted it in live stream. So I'm gonna alert it right now on Discord. Green circle snap plus 20% trimmed one contract. So I'm typing my alert right now. One contract stop loss at BE for our runner. Okay, so I just alerted it and you guys should get the alert now. So overall, very nice play. I'm getting some testimonials right now in my DMs. I'm gonna check the chat right now. So Qualcomm, Snapchat, okay, 10 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, when I started the stream, Qualcomm was down 5%. Right when I started the stream, you guys could have, you know, seen this play, seen this breakout, and could have played it, and again, we alerted it. Would you consider a 0-day expiration on Snapchat? No, because, again, this is more of a earnings run-up and a major break. So are you swinging Snap? I'm looking to swing one contract if we close above resistance. So someone was in 0-day expiration. They're up 200%. That's nice. By next week, yes, I think we can fill the 447 gap on SPY. What's the Discord channel? I don't promote one Discord over the other, so I alert for a lot of Discords. Yeah, pretty nice play. So over here again, very, very nice volume right over here. Now I'm up 10% now on my runner. So the important thing is we leave our stop loss at break even. Okay, so our stop loss is right around over here at break even, and then we should be good. As long as if we stay above 77.40, that is very, very nice. Okay, so we should be, it should be very, very nice if we're above that area. So I'm gonna send some testimonials right now because okay, so we basically kind of caught Snapchat like at the live stream because we were down 5%. Okay, now let's look at the daily. I was talking about the daily. Okay, now it looks very, very nice. It looks very, very, again, as I said, break above Weemoon. Right when we broke that resistance, it just started pumping. So again, congratulations on that play. Again, right when we started breaking above, right over here, we should be bull flagging, and then hopefully we can hit our price target 79 and potentially 80. So I did actually, funny thing is, okay, I'm not partnered up with Unusual Whales, but I'm affiliated. So I know the people who made Unusual Whales. We do like live streams and stuff on Discord. So I'm actually gonna pull up something right over here. So I'm gonna pull up something right over here. So Unusual Whales, that is how I found the play, but my play that I alerted actually got retweeted by one of the Unusual Whales people, and then Unusual Whales himself also retweeted the play. So again, this play was found by Unusual Whales. I'm still learning them. Again, we saw those snap calls coming in, $1.5 million, and that is how I kind of found the play. So once Unusual Whales did tweet, we had a ton of, like right over here was his tweets. So again, massive Twitter. It's kind of a big deal for me, but yeah, our Amazon is killing it today. We have like a whole year on that. So if I actually scroll down right over here, I'll try finding my tweet, but Unusual Whales did retweet it, so that is how I got like 60 likes over here on this area. So again, Snapchat is breaking out. I only had 2 contracts, so that's around like $800. Again, as I said, I usually put $1,000 into each one of my plays. We almost got 200 likes on our SPY indicator. So overall, very nice. Let's look at Qualcomm right over here. Qualcomm forming another ascending triangle, looking very, very nice right over here. QQQ, SPY just, okay. This looks nice right over here. Okay, so Apple looks interesting right over here. We're kind of forming this symmetrical triangle. The thing is, I do not want to alert any other play because I want to keep my profits. So I do not want, because we only had one loss today, which was on Boeing, which was a 15% loss. So I do not want to alert any other trades. Yeah, I'm bullish on Qualcomm going into next week, but honestly not worried about it because we're already up almost 100% on it. How do you set up your trading views? So I'm actually thinking about making another video on my settings, but I do have my older settings on trading view. So I had like some other colors, like the gray color. So if you actually go to my oldest video, so the first color, this gray color, I did make a video on that one, but this color, I haven't made a video on for my trading view settings yet. So hot is just quiet right over here. Snap flagging right over here. I'm gonna quickly alert something. I'm gonna start posting testimonials right now. So give me a second. Quickly sending out. Sold. Okay. So I'm going to quickly send some testimonials right over here. How do we use the indicator? So yesterday on the live stream, you can actually I did show you guys how the indicator worked. I'll be making a whole video on the indicator soon. So this weekend. Right over here. Okay, so watching for this flag. Again, we need to stay above 77.43. It would be nice if you streamed Monday morning. UPS. Yeah, UPS has a massive gap. I was looking at FedEx for a potential swing right over here with this gap fill, which looks very nice. Let's also take a also before. Okay, another thing I want to show you guys, which I did not mention in my video. Okay, when I was looking at that Snapchat play, what I usually do with these is, again, market rotations and sectors. So I was looking at Twitter, because again, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, and then we have Pinterest, all related together, and they kind of move together. So I was looking at this Twitter play, and I'm liking this Twitter play right over here. Okay, we have this very nice symmetrical triangle on Twitter. Let's also take a look at Pinterest. So this is also live stream, I think 2 days ago when we were streaming. We had this downtrend breakout right over here, which we did break out. So both Pinterest, Twitter, and Snapchat looking very nice. Okay, and especially if we do close above right over here for Snapchat, we're looking very nice. I might not stream Monday. I'm not too sure. So we got a lot of testimonials. I'm gonna quickly. And contracts are still up 12%. I'm actually looking at this Twitter play right now. I'm tempted to alert this play. We also have this very nice gap fill right over here. I am loving this play. I'm also looking at a very tight stop loss. So not a bad play. Looks very nice. Next week expiration. Okay, for this play. We have earnings on 26th. Yeah, so I'm looking to alert this play. Tempted to alert it right now. That's the thing. So I'm actually gonna alert it right now. Let me check. Let's look at the hourly. Okay, so you guys can see how I make my plays. I'm looking at this play. Looks very nice. I'm thinking about setting my stop loss if I were to play this play right over here. Close below on the hourly. And then we would have this price target 65.20. Again, a mental number, which is 65. Okay, so I'm watching Twitter right now. Okay, Twitter potential play. Watching right over here. And again, I'm not in Twitter or anything right now. I'm going to quickly send some testimonials on Discord. So Twitter looks like to be the next play. This one looks better than Snapchat because we have like a tighter stop loss. Okay, I'm gonna quickly erase this. So I'm taking some screenshots right over here on my Discord because to send out some testimonials. Let's save the screenshot. So again, I'm only holding one contract for Snapchat now, and I'm looking at a potential Twitter play. That's the cool about like live streaming, because you guys can actually see what I'm looking at. Wait. Okay, I'm watching this. I'm just watching Twitter now. I'm gonna quickly upload. Okay, typing out some stuff. I'm gonna quickly look at my overall great week. Our contracts on Snapchat are up 16%. Okay, let's take a look at Snapchat now. Okay, let's take a look at the 5-minute right over here. Okay, so we're testing. So once we did break out right over here, we're testing the support right over here, and overall market is kind of pulling back right over here. So we have Snap going for that, but we're watching this level to test. Again, whenever we do break out, we always try to test the resistance. If the market does fall, I'll be looking to grab Twitter at the support right over here. I'm loving this Twitter play right over here on the hourly. The hourly looks very, very nice for Twitter. Okay. I'm gonna take some couple screenshots right over here. And make sure to like DM me if you guys are typing some testimonials, because whenever someone pings me in the chat, I do get alerted. My bot DMs me, so it's pretty cool. Right over here. Okay, our contracts are slowly fading away for Snapchat. Okay, so we're setting up for a flag breakout right over here for our potential price target in 79. How about Apple? So let's take a look at Apple right over here. So Apple also looks nice. We have this inverse head and shoulder. Very, very tough resistance right over here. So as you guys can see, 145, that mental number, is a very, very tough resistance for Apple. And I could just go right over here. I could click horizontal line. As you guys can see, very, very tough resistance. So when we do break that out, we're going to see a huge move to the upside for Apple. Apple looks very, very nice. Same with Twitter. I'm hoping we kind of dip down below at support for Twitter. SQ, let's take a look at SQ right now. My SQ chart is pretty weird. I'll set a alert for this gap fill on SQ, but Twitter does look very, very nice, especially this gap play right over here. Okay, so some people did do 0-day expiration, which is pretty nice. I was looking at more of a swing play than a scalp. Again, also swinging over the weekends is always scary. So sending up some testimonials right now. Close this out. Also, please DM me, not the bot. Like, I just got a message, someone DMing me, not the bot. So, and again, Twitter is on high watch for our next potential play. Okay, so mainly watching Twitter. Hourly also looks very, very nice. If the market does dip, I'm looking to buy in at the support right over here. The testimonials are full. And again, we also had a very nice plan for the snap trade plan. Like, you know, you knew the price target, you knew the stop loss, so it was all on you guys. Okay, taking a look at Snapchat right over here. Okay, it's kind of hanging in there right over here. Again, SPY is in this gap area. Okay, so we're looking bullish. Okay, again, we're looking very, very bullish because we're sitting right around this area. We're bearish until we enter the gap down below. So I'll actually look at the 5-minute. Okay, so we're bearish until we break this bear flag right over here at 444. So I'll be very, very cautious right in this area, and right over here we're pretty bullish. So again, Twitter is our next play. If you guys are tuning in, I'm waiting for a entry on Twitter to swing. That's contract sitting at 10%. Over the weekend, Bitcoin will be very, very interesting. And again, HOT is a longer swing, like a month out. So purge 2. Okay. So again, watching the support level for Twitter. So we're coming close to the support right over here. Okay, so I'm looking at a call swing right when we hit the support. And again, guys can always set, alerts right over here, so you guys can actually get reminded on these plays. And I'll make like a video on Twitter. On YouTube. Okay. So watching these breakout levels. I'm sending testimonials right now, so Apple has a event on Monday. Yeah, I wouldn't play anything on. So as long as if Snap holds that level. Okay. So again, looks like market is pulling back. Just watching Twitter for this play right over here. What's the best recourse used to learn what? Is there a link to your Discord? Again, I did not have a Discord, and I do not promote any other Discord over the other. I alert for over 65 premium servers, so it's just very unfair, if I were to promote some other Discord, or because again, I'm here for everyone, and that is why I make content on both Twitter and both YouTube, so people who are not in any of these Discords can actually play these alerts. I guess the best to learn something, or it's just based off experience, I guess. And again, being consistent. Next play, no one should over leverage. No one should buy in more contracts, because we're having this winning streak. So we're still trying to be consistent. Okay, so for our next potential play, which is Twitter, again, do not play the same position or play with profits, because again, we want to be consistent. And since we're in a winning streak, we kind of have a higher chance of actually getting a losing trade, because just betting against. So people who got same day expiration, I'm looking at my DMs right now, 300%, which is absolutely insane. A $35 contract. I got in as a swing, so would have been very scary if it didn't break out. I'm sending the 300% gain right now. Someone bought a 0-day expiration. Okay, let's take a look at the market now. So Twitter getting very, very tight right over here. Let's take a look at Snapchat. Again, Snapchat testing this this resistance right over here. This is why, again, we did trim off one contract, and now we're looking to test this resistance right over here. So overall, great day. Okay. Twitter is approaching our support. Are you guys ready for another potential play? Now, all I'm worried about is we're kind of forming this symmetrical triangle. And if you guys don't remember, like, I think it was like last week, we were playing this symmetrical triangle on SPY and we bought calls. And we had a nice stop loss spot. If we do break this to the downside, we can see, like, we can, like, flush, literally, like, just, like, two big red candles. So I'm being careful right over here. Probably until we break out of this symmetrical triangle is when I'm looking to enter into Twitter. So I'm watching the SPY right over here. Let's take a look at Twitter. Just scrolling through Twitter. What did you trade that? What stock is he? Oh my god. Let's take a look at AMC. So it looks like AMC did pop more since it did. It's kind of holding that 40 level, which is very interesting. I think there was a gap on AMC. Okay, so I would watch this gap level for another potential play on AMC. And then we also have these two resistance right over here on AMC, and then we would have this gap fill. And then we had the B big news, with like the 40 price target by some analyst. Friendly neighbors. Twitter should be our next play. Okay, I'm gonna look at chat now. Should I be comfortable swinging snap into next week? It depends upon how we close. If we close above the resistance, I think you should be comfortable. If we close below the resistance, so I'm looking at snap. So I would be comfortable swinging Snapchat if we close above 77.34, so above this resistance. If we wick out that, it's kind of like a bearish indication like we had over here, and then over here. Okay, we want to close something like this, okay, above the resistance. That is when I'm bullish to swing. Okay, I'm gonna try sending out a tweet right now. I'm still waiting on SPY though. Like, SPY still has some juice left to run, and it's testing this support again right over here. Okay, so we should see a bounce right over here. This is our support, and as long as if we hold that support, so we have Snap. Let's look at Twitter. So it looks like the whole market is kind of like falling right now. It's kind of like resting right over here. Again, SPY looks concerning. We're not in the gap zone anymore. So we're not looking bullish anymore since we're not in this gap level. Okay, we're kind of entering the gap down below, which is bearish. Okay, so again, watching this SPY. Wait, can you guys see the stream? Where's this? Okay, quickly taking another screenshot right over here. We have the snipping tool. What's the best resource to learn all of this? So best resource, I would say, so some of the people that I learned from, I can actually show you guys their YouTube. Tamikaze is a great guy. So his channel name was actually Tamikaze, but if you actually scroll down to his older videos, or you can actually just go to his playlist, I think he does have technical analysis guide or something, yeah, right over here. And I learned a lot from him, and then overall just experience and just looking at charts. Okay, again, most of it is psychology. I also have like a book. It's like 1,000 pages. It's a very in-depth book. I might share it in Discord, but you know, experience videos, and you know, just don't like buy a course. It is not worth it. I'm working on a series on YouTube. I'm just very busy right now, and you know, later on, once we do grow on YouTube, we will have a series on technical analysis. So let's see what Snapchat does right over here. SPY looks, yeah, SPY looks scary. Okay, so again, as we were talking about this, we have the support right over here, and it needs to hold above that area. Can you look at RKT bullish on the daily? RKT is also like one of, again, those kind of like those dead stocks. but RKT does look interesting. We kind of have this falling wedge right over here, but can you share the book? Yeah, give me a second. So I'll send you. I'm signing into my Amazon right now. I'll send you the book. Your orders. So this is the book. Okay. I'll send the link right over here. Okay, so I just sent a link in the chat of the book I was talking about. Yeah, RKT does look bullish right over here above this downtrend breakout. So RKT, I'm pretty sure it's part of the real estate ETF, and we also have this Zillow breakout coming in right over here. And again, let's take a look at Twitter. Let's take a look at Twitter right over here. So again, tempted to enter in this play. And then we were also talking about Neo yesterday. So Neo had a very nice breakout right over here. Neo also has this gap right over here at this 40 level. So another potential price target right over here. Let's take a look at SPY. So again, SPY is kind of, we're in this kind of like a bearish territory if we're, entering the gap down below. So like we did right over here where we entered the gap down below, and we did play this gap. Okay, remember we played this gap right over here. So if it does close bearish, we can possibly play these two gaps right over here. Take a look at PFE. So let's make it in like right over here. So yeah, PFE does look very interesting. It's been having a rough month. I would watch for a bounce right over here at this 40 area. Let's look at Cnbc. Yeah, like there is some bullish news for vaccines. And then we kind of have airlines. So remember the Boeing play, which we had the video on. So again, this is just an example of a play that did not work out. So we took a 15% loss on this play right over here. So it's kind of going for this support right over here down below. So we should be going for like 200 now. I would be worried to swing Snapchat and Twitter if SPY closes bearish below the gap entry. But right over here, we're looking at this breakout for SPY. Now, you guys can scalp. Okay, this is a nice 0-day expiration scalp, but I want to keep my profits right over here. And again, if you were to play, okay, so for example, okay, if I was to play calls right over here, it's breaking out, okay, this would be our entry, and then our stop loss would be right over here. So I'm guessing like around minus 20% for our stop loss. And then again, the inverse if you're playing puts. So I'm watching SPY for a potential breakout. Again, this is what we're looking at for this week. Yeah, Neo is a great play, but again, it's swinging Chinese stocks is very risky for me, at least. So any relief for Fitzer? Yeah, so as I said, for PFE, I'm looking at this support right over here. So the resistance became the support. We should at least get some sort of bounce, but not confident enough on this play. And if you guys don't remember, we played this breakout on PFE, and then that was pretty fun time. So let's take a look at SPY. So watching the main breakout for SPY right over here. I'm not going to alert it, but let's see how this plays out. Any thoughts on Blackstone? Which is BX. Is the ticker BX for Blackstone? Yeah, okay. Let's take a look at Blackstone. The gap looks interesting right over here. Yeah, I would just watch this gap. Was there like some sort of news right over here for Blackstone? Because there's like no earnings right over here. Gotta keep an eye on SPY. Let's take a look at Snapchat. So again, Snap holding off of our support. We need to close above this area for us to swing it. And then we also have Twitter. SPY needs to break this to the upside if I want to get Twitter, because again, this gap down below is very, very concerning for our calls. Did you look at AMD? AMD was on the weekly watch list. I'm pretty sure it's moving right now. Yeah. So again, we were talking about this 2 days ago on our live stream. So let's actually go back to our channel. Let's go right over. Oh wait, let's remove this. So if we actually go right over here, we were streaming like 2 days ago. Right over here, and then AMD was on the weekly watch list right over here, but again, I wasn't confident enough. This was a very nice breakout on AMD, which is very nice. So our price target is 114 again. This level, this next resistance, and then potentially all-time highs. Okay, let's take a look at SPY. We just gotta keep an eye on SPY. Okay, again. Okay, so SPY approaching this breakout. So, again, we would, like, in this scenario with the symmetrical triangle, we would play puts if we break support right over here, and calls if we break this resistance right over here. Qualcomm. Hut is breaking out. And, again, we got January expiration on Hut. And then we have the shares. So I'm up 8% on my shares. I only have 100 shares. So if we actually look at, again, I did make a video on Hut. Hut was a very, very nice play. Okay, it was a better play than Mara. It was a better play than Riot. And again, I did make a whole video on that. So, and our price target is 13, but I think we can have a bigger run up. So I'll be holding on to my swings and my January leaps. So again, I did grab a long expiration and shares on Hut because of a Bitcoin bull run for Christmas. I don't want to hype anything, but a potential all-time high breakout for Bitcoin, and I'm talking about a huge bull run like we did in the past. And again, this is how I'm playing it. Whenever we do break out all-time highs, I did make a video on this, but whenever we do break out of all-time highs, we have a huge, massive run-up. So I'm watching this breakout right over here, and then Hut looks very nice technical wise. The chart looks very, very appealing. And again, when we did get in Hut, the chart was very nice and it was very appealing. So overall, great play on Hut. It's very nice. What's your entry on spot price? So my entry was $11.17. Again, I learned it on Discord. I'll send a screenshot of my entry. So I'm scrolling down right over here. Yeah, so I'll send a screenshot right now, but again, we had Hut shares at 17. I alerted it October 11th, so you guys can actually scroll up and see the alert. So again, our entry price was $11.17. Let's take a look at what SPY is doing. Okay, guys. Okay, so I'm looking at SPY right now. It's hitting our bullish side. So again, if we do break this out, we're bullish. So I'm watching this right over here. I'm not alerting it or anything. I want to keep my profits, and again, being consistent. Yeah, so Hut was a very cheap play. I also did send a screenshot of a Hut spread. I didn't take it. I was actually planning to make another Robinhood account, like $50. Put in $50, get in Hut just for fun. But that was pretty unfortunate. So I'm just holding on to my shares and then our January leaps. It's a 2-month expiration, so it's kind of like a leap. TVI. Okay, so SPY looking to break out right over here. Now again, this play, I usually do alert these type of plays, but recently I've been trying to be a little bit more consistent, because with these trades we can have a lot of fake outs, and that could cause frustration. So again, entry right over here, stop loss right over here. Okay, I'm checking how cheap. I was looking at my Robinhood. Scalping on Robinhood is literally impossible for me. So I'm taking. Okay, so SPY breaking out right over here. And again, you guys know we have that stop loss. So it's breaking out right over here. This would be our entry. And let's see if we close above or below. I'm checking how the contracts are. Yeah, they're like $70. So okay, it's rejecting right over here. And again, this would be our stop loss right over here. Your mouse needs some lube. This looks very, very interesting right over here for SPY. So it's rejecting right over here. Okay, so as you guys saw, okay, so it's rejecting. It's gonna try again right over here. Okay, so we're trying to go for another breakout now. This was not a breakout because we did not close above this resistance. So again, you guys can easily get faked out on these trades. So for me to alert it, you know, you gotta be like there charting, and it's better just to stream the play. So as you can see, like the stop loss would be right over here, and then if you were to take puts, so again, if I sold off my calls, puts right over here, and then stop loss would be right over here. Yeah, so that's a example of a fake out right over here. Let's take a look at HUT, because HUT was breaking out. Okay, very nice HUT breaking out. Looks like we can hit $13 today. I'm looking at my contracts. We're up 20%. I only grabbed 2 HUT contracts. Personally, it was like a light play for me, so. And I do have shares, so I'll be holding on to my shares. So let's do. So I guess all of our plays for this week were green except for the Boeing play, which was a -15. Price target 13. Okay. CTRM. Let's take a look at 5-minute SPY. Okay, so now SPY is going for the break to the downside. Okay, I would consider taking puts right over here. I'm looking at Snapchat. Again, Snapchat, it's holding off that support. Okay, we're sitting in that support right over here. So Snapchat needs to close about 77.40 right over here. And then HUT, again, we're swinging price target 13. And over the weekends, potentially Bitcoin can break all-time highs. And if Bitcoin does hit 64K, you know, that should be around HUT hitting $13. So swinging HUT. Let's take a look at SPY. Okay. SPY setting up, and it's kind of scary because again, this is a symmetrical triangle breakout, and if we break the support, we're gonna flush down below around this support 441. Okay, so if we do break this support right over here, this would be our price target. I'm hovering over puts right now, so I'm actually right over here looking to get puts. I'm not gonna alert it though. Okay, we're coming right over here. This would be a very, very nice play. So entry, stop loss. So I would say, okay, I'm hovering over. Okay, I just got one put for $30. Okay, I got 3. So I'm not gonna alert this play. So I did get in some puts right over here, but I'm not going to alert it. Only 3 contracts, which were like $30. That's on Boeing. So Boeing, again, we rejected this, so I'm looking for the next support around 215 or even 200. Okay, now SPY looks bearish right over here. So again, okay, we're at the support now. I'm looking at my contracts are up already 10%. 0-day expiration 12%. I only got 3 contracts, so I'm moving. It's bouncing off right over here. I only got 3 contracts, again, very light. It's nothing for me. So we're bouncing off right over here. It's getting very, very tight. We're kind of in this chop zone now where it's just trading sideways. Okay, 16%. So we're in this very nice chop zone, but we're getting very, very tight right over here. So it looks very nice. So this is gonna pull the market down again, as we have QQQ, and then QQQ setting up for a head and shoulder. So pretty bearish. Right over here, especially SPY. We're bouncing off right over here. Still up 8% on the contracts. Hard bounce right over here. Okay, so about to get closing for a 8%. Okay, so I just closed my contracts for a 8%. So again, it's very flat. We got faked out right over here, and now it's going for the breakout again. And again, hot is just pushing. So chop level for spot. Let's see where we break out. So this is why I don't like to, alert these scalps type situations. Like, you get it, you gotta be in that moment, have that chart pulled up. And with swings, you also need a lot, patience. You gotta, wait for the market to reverse. So that is why it's harder to send out alerts. Let's take a look at hot, pushing very, very nicely. You might be able to hit 13 after hours. I'm looking at my shares. So that should be around a 20% on. So we're up around 9.3%. So around 10% on our hot shares. 10% on hot shares. I only have 100 shares. Again, as I said, it wasn't. It was a okay position for me. And then my call is moving very slow since it is a January expiration. Like, my contract is just moving very slow, so. So overall, great week. Again, save those profits. If I were you, cash out some profits. I'm gonna cash out my profits, and just buy anything or just go to the movies. Dune is coming up next week. I'm hyped for Spider-Man. So Spider-Man and Matrix 4. Thoughts on Blink? So BLNK. Oh wow. Oh my god. Let's look at this thing. BLNK. It doesn't look too good. It looks like one of those dead stocks I was talking about. Like, they just trade sideways for like a couple months. Yeah, it's like lunchtime right now, so like very low volume. Okay, SPY looking to break out again. Now, since it is lunchtime again, be careful. We have low volume, so again, a lot of fake breakouts coming in. Let's take a look at Snapchat. So again, Snapchat, very nice bounce. As I said in the start of the stream, we were going to test this, and we're holding this level for SPY. Qualcomm also looking to break out right over here. We did hit 130 again, that psychologic number. So 130 on Qualcomm looks very nice. I want to take a look at Nvidia. Let's have a quick look at Nvidia. Okay. Stem also looks like. I'm pretty sure this is some sort of a SPAC. It just kind of looks like a pump and dump, so I'm not sure about this one. Let's take a look at Space. Remember having this huge cup and handle on Space, but it did not work out. Space. So let's look at it right over here. So Space does have a gap down below. Let's take a look at Plug. Okay, so again, another false breakout on SPY. Again, this is like the frustrating part about like scalping, since it is lunchtime, so. Very chop. Okay. So SPY getting very, very tight over here. We're going to have a huge move to either side. So we have to watch very, very carefully. We're going to have a huge momentum move to either side right over here. So watching this very, very carefully right over here. Space position at 18. Yeah. Yeah, I guess 18 is like that gap fill. Like if we actually look at, let's take a look at the weekly. Or even like 16. Like 15 level right over here. Looks nice. 18. But space, personally, just I think that, it's also one of those kind of like dead stocks. Like these stocks rely on catalysts and news. Whenever we have like a launch or anything. And personally, yeah, just the way I think about like space companies like ARC X's or ARC X is they're gonna be like airlines where they're gonna be having very, very high expenses for space travel, making it very, very hard to be profitable. So that is just my thoughts on space, or even the ARC Space Exploration ETF. Let's take a look at SPY again. Oh no. Okay, we're coming to the downside again. So again, if we break this, we're gonna flush. Right over here is our price target. So again, if we were to break below, this would be our price target, this gap entry. How about AMC? Yeah, so I did talk about AMC. Again, we don't want to be playing meme stocks too much. We had a nice play, yes, but we don't want to be rushing anything else. We do have a gap around this area for AMC, and then we just have this nice resistance for AMC. BBig was interesting with the $40 price target, so I would watch a breakout to all-time highs. Let's take a look at SPY. So again, very, very choppy. Okay, we're getting close. Thought. Okay. SPY going for another breakout. We need to close above this resistance on the 5-minute. Let's add the VWAP. Again, VWAP, another. I used to use the VWAP a lot back when there was like, penny stocks, and it works very nice on penny stocks. But as you guys can see, if you do add the VWAP indicator, major support right over here, and it's just kind of trading sideways. And then VWAP is also nice for finding resistance. So 445.32 would be our nice resistance right over here. So getting very, very tight. We're waiting right over here. Okay, our hot shares are doing very nice right now. Our hot calls are up 25%. And again, with these calls, they have very, very high IV, over 100%, which is, again, why I went in light for hot and why I grabbed January expiration. So even if like a move like this, we're only up, okay, this stock is up 13%, and we're only up, let's look at 25% on our January expiration. is because of the IV. Okay, IV is for like uncertainty, or especially since it's Bitcoin, it gaps up a lot or gaps down a lot, so that causes the IV to be like sitting at 100. Whenever we gap up or down, that causes the IV to go up, like with earnings. So HUD is doing very, very nice. Let's actually take a look at Riot. So again, I made a whole video on HUT, and I said that it was better than Riot or Mara. We're looking at Riot, we're looking at Mara, okay? HUT is competing, it's beating them, okay, both of them, and it's insane because again, why? As I mentioned in the video, HUT is a cheaper stock, so it has more momentum. Second, the chart just looks nicer, okay? We're looking at the daily for HUT. The chart just looks more appealing than we look at Mara, or when we look at Riot. Especially Riot, it looks like one of those dead stocks, okay? So again, that is why I chose to play HUT instead of Riot and Mara. Originally, I did have a video on Riot, and right over here, and I did grab calls on it, and then guess what? Next 2 days I sold off, and then I sent a new video explaining what happened with this trade. And again, Riot is not the best stock, especially if you're in for the long term. Like, HUT was very cheap, very affordable, high momentum, and chart was more appealing. So around 11% on shares now for HUT, 25% on our calls. HUT is just, yeah, it's up 17%, which is very nice. And again, with the increase on IV, where we are missing out on some gains, but this is a huge candle. We might be able to hit 13 today, like probably after hours. Let's take a look at SPY. Okay, boom. Okay, SPY is breaking out. So we opened kind of above this resistance. So let's take a look at Twitter. I want to take Twitter calls right over here. Okay, I'm gonna have to close the stream soon, but I might take Twitter calls before close. So in like 3 hours. Okay, so SPY is breaking out. It needs to close above for us to be bullish. Now, I don't want to take the Twitter calls yet. I want to wait for the closing candle, so we just feel more confident on our swing. So before I close the stream, keep in mind I'm watching Twitter. And yeah, okay, we're watching Twitter before close. SPY needs to close around this gap area for us to swing Twitter. And then Snap needs to close above 77.40. So, hope you guys understood. If you guys do have any other questions, let me know now. I'm about to close the stream. I might make another video. I might make a video on Twitter because, again, I'm loving this Twitter play. It looks very appealing on the hourly. Okay, the hourly looks very nice. We have this gap fill. We're looking at the daily, which is very, very nice. I can actually kind of extend this right over here. So it kind of looks like this. And then we also have a very, very tight stop loss for Twitter, which is why I'm also loving it. If you guys do have any last minute questions, let me know right now. Amazon calls. Amazon calls for next week. I'm on Amazon long term. I'm not playing anything short term with Amazon. Amazon calls are also expensive. I'm only on like leap call debit spreads. Hot price upgrade to $20 for real. Let's see. Let's see if we have some news. Wait. High price. So again, the medium price target for HUD is around $12. I would say $13 is like our price target. I could definitely see it hitting 15 or even 20. I would say like 20 is probably like the cap, because again, this is a massive breakout, but it all relies on what Bitcoin does over the weekends. Our snap contracts are sitting at like 10%. Our Qualcomm is at 82%. And again, congratulations on Qualcomm. We sniped the bottom. Legit the bottom. Same with TSM. Yeah, so overall, thank you guys. Spot puts over the weekend. No, I wouldn't. I would be careful because we do have earnings coming up. Most of the market looks bullish. I also forgot to talk about Apple. Again, Apple has this inverse head and shoulder, which I'm watching. I would only take spot puts if we enter the gap down below, or if we do close bearish like we did over here. So other than that, any last minute questions? Thank you guys for watching. Everyone have a nice weekend. So Friday, tomorrow, I'm looking to send out another Google form for the SMS alerts. Now, for these SMS alerts, only US phone numbers will work, because the problem I was having was I would send a alert to all of these numbers, but when it goes through like one number, it would reject because it wasn't a US number, and it wouldn't send out alerts to rest of the numbers because it would just fail. So I'm only sending out to US numbers now. Later on, probably we're gonna try fixing up something, but I'll be sending another Google form for that. Am I still in EA spread? So we got stopped out on EA again. We had this very hard stop loss for EA, and EA is just so flat right now. And then again, we had that very nice stop loss right over here. So EA is not looking good anymore. So as you can see, we're trading pretty sideways. And then this was our stop loss right over here. And just kind of just dumped right over here. So not an EA anymore. I'm only in Amazon. I'll be making a series on debit spreads tomorrow. So overall, have a great weekend. Thank you guys for watching. And thank you guys for tuning in. Thoughts? Okay, last question. Thoughts on Starbucks. So Starbucks has this very nice channel right over here, and then we have this very nice gap down below. So I already have this charted, but I'm watching this for next week, definitely. Again, I would set a alert over here, and I'm also loving something like this, like a potential stop loss over here. Yeah, Starbucks looks good. Overall, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and again, I did make a video on HUD. I'm planning to make a video on Twitter for a potential play on Twitter before close.